Hi, this is DJ Prone of the Mixed Bag Show on Indie Soul Radio. I hope you're having a great day. You're just about to be treated to a video interview that I did some time ago. Enjoy this one and take care and God bless. Right, we have a special guest on today's show, on the Mixed Bag Show. We have none other than a man who really should be a household name. And he will be if we keep at it. We keep promoting this guy. His name is Omar Wilson. How you doing?
Man, thank you for that illustrious introduction. And I will say that I will be a household name very soon with individuals like you that continue to support me and redefine how important soul music is. So thank you, and I appreciate being here.
It's my pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you on here, you know. So, and it's all about the soul and just getting the music out there and keeping this scene going and taking the torch from the past and taking it forward, you know.
That's right.
It's what we want to do on our station is help people do that, you know.
Man, well, just what I'm seeing in your background, the nostalgic quality, the energy and the spirit of records.
Oh, yeah. You know what about these records? I once recorded this 12-inch single and it didn't sell, so they all ended up here. No, I'm joking.
Wow. I'll buy one right now.
No, I've got all sorts in there. Like, I've got soul, I've got jazz, Latin music, hip-hop, funk. It's in there.
Man.
Reggae, Afrobeat. It's all there. 45s at the top.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm all about music.
There's energy. There's energy even in the record, I believe. Oh, you know what I mean?
This is the go-to room. You know, this is like, you know, I'm in playing, you know, playing the show in this room is just a great atmosphere in itself. I might be here on my own, but
but you're
blessed. I'm not. I've got all these ears listening. Yeah.
You have so many. You got so much music just right there.
Yeah, I have.
Man, that's. You got a party every time you turn it. You get into your spot. It's a party, man. Exactly right.
And then I've got all the digital stuff I get sent as well, which you can't see, but you know it's on a hard drive there. So I got all that too.
Hey man, well, I like I said, I appreciate your balance, my brother. We need more like you.
Well, you know, I'm trying my best, and I think really with DJs, we need to remember. What really is important is the artists, not big name DJs, because big name DJs are nothing without music, you know. We're selectors. You know, I'm a musician as well, so I know both sides of the coins.
Right.
You know, yeah, we can't live without DJs, but they can't live without us.
Correct. Correct. It's the dirt in the water to make the flower, you know what I
mean? Yeah, that's it.
We understand each other's importance, and then you know the respect factor will recalibrate itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where it's at. So I'm going to start with the most predictable question. You've probably had this so many times. It's a standard for every interview, and I'm not going to ask you what flavor ice cream you like. I'm going to ask you where it all started for you.
Man, where it all started, church.
Great.
Church. You know, I was born at 6 years old. I mean, I learned how to crawl, walk, and at 6 years old, my mom put me in the choir.
Right.
And that was the beginning of the feeling, the power of it, the excitement, and the confidence that it gives you. You know what I mean? So yeah. 6 years old, I started singing in the choir. 7 years old, I sung my first solo.
Oh, really? What did you sing?
It was called Running Back to You by Commission, a gospel.
Oh, Commission. Yeah, I know Commission. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And I mean, I was petrified. I mean, I think back to it now, like little, just like blurbs of it in my mind. And I remember people's reaction. And I think that at first it scared me because I thought I was doing something wrong. And then when I was told that's what happens when, you know, the spirit is invoked from someone singing pure and with everything they have.
Yeah.
And you know, that always just wanting to give that feeling to people. has always been, part of my journey.
And you can't put that into words, because I've witnessed stuff like that. I've seen like young kids just hitting every note, and you're like, what?
Man.
Really?
instant tear bubbles, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I had the other day I had a show on my show. I had an interview with this singer called Margot Thunder, and there's a record from early 70s. It's a 45 I've got. It's called Expressway to Your Heart. It's a lovely song. I had no idea she was 11 years old when she recorded that.
Come on, man. Stop
and she's
playing.
got a voice of a grown woman. I could not believe it. Just,
but that's why they call it a gift.
It is a gift, and
that's
people have this
gift.
Yeah, you got to use that gift. Some people don't.
I saw a meme somebody said just like the last couple of days. That's what it's been about, man. God give everybody a gift.
Yeah, he does.
And it's hard to figure it out sometimes, but we all must realize that we all are special.
We all got purpose.
Find it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So a more serious question here.
Okay.
Probably haven't been asked this. What was your go-to arcade game growing up?
Mortal Kombat.
Okay, cool.
Before Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Street Fighter, man. I always, it's like it's always been a battle for me. So I guess, combat, adversity, the winning at all costs. That's been my mind state since I've been. So yeah.
I think you need that in today's music industry more than ever.
I mean,
you need that fighting thing. It should never be, but I think you need it now.
It's a dog eat dog out here, man. I said you're better off becoming a neurosurgeon, a nuclear physicist, an astronaut, than reaching what I'm going for, which is the top of the music industry, top tier, the A-list, the ones that the upper crust. Yeah, like I said, household name. So to do that, you must have the tenacity of a Navy SEAL, of an Olympiad, of someone that is willing to do any and everything needed to achieve the ultimate goal, and then exceed that.
Yeah, go to a 6th gear.
That's right.
I like that. That's a good mentality to have. That is a good mentality to have. That's brilliant. So, what sort of things have you come across early in your career that were maybe a stumbling block or you found difficult at first?
Well, you know what? I think it's every situation, now that I look back on it, that was supposedly a stumbling block or an adversity, it was needed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, I'm, one of the things that I love to do just to keep my mind and my body right is I work out, you know what I mean? Like rigorously, 6 days a week, maybe even more sometimes. And sometimes people will ask me that don't know me, like, what am I training? Because they see me like, yo, boxing, and I love boxing, mixed martial arts, all that. But I'm like, I'm training for life. Training to be prepared. I mean, the samurai says you can only fight the way you train. So if you train to be the best, you will be. And I always be ready. So I'm got to get ready. You know what I mean? And it's a constant journey, and it's beautiful because the harder you work, the best results come from it. And then once you get to a place where you want to be in your body, then it's technique. You don't got to work hard per se. You got to lift the heaviest weights to get even a great result because now you're learning the technique.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what life is as well.
No, that's it. It's a really good to have that goal as well, and then set another goal, and then set another goal.
You have to.
I like that, and it's like my attitude to life is, don't say anything's impossible unless you have a go at it, and you might surprise yourself.
Man,
some people dream.
The only thing impossible is the words you put in front of you. There's no such thing.
There's not. No. And tomorrow is not a day that exists in my diary either. That's right. You'll go through it now. Fist bump on that.
Yeah. Fist bump around the world,
baby. We're going all city with this.
You know what I mean? It's like a little international fist bump every day.
There we go. It's got to be done. So where are you right now?
I'm in Connecticut.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, tri-state area, New York, Connecticut, Jersey.
Right, so you grew up around there, did you?
Yeah, I'm born in Connecticut. I moved away from here at 17, 18 years old, started doing music.
Great.
I lived in the North Carolinas. I lived in Atlanta. I lived all over California. Then I moved back to New York. So just really kind of nomading around and going to different places, soaking up the knowledge of music, learning from different environments, seeing how things are the same and different, and just adding that to my repertoire and who I am as an artist, man. And it's been an amazing journey, because there's nothing like going somewhere and having to not reinvent yourself, but reintroduce yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's what has allowed my confidence and just who I am as a person to be evolved. Is I've had to start over so many times.
Yeah.
And starting over is scary. You know what I mean? In a new place. But I've made adversity my playground over the years. So that's why I'm saying, when you look at like a Navy SEAL or all these different people that train and that live at that high intense level, it's like, how do they maintain it? And it's because they've done it so long that it's almost normal. It's like seeing the guy that cleans the windows on the skyscrapers. Like, yo, how are you out there on that little thing doing that?
Yeah.
But you've been doing it for so long. It's what you do.
That's it. So that's a good way of looking at it as well. I mean, everything is important. Everything is like a cog in a machine, isn't it?
If you look at it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then when you zoom in, you see what that little cog is doing is something much bigger than just a little cog.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So with your recording career, when was the first time you actually laid something down, recorded it, and put it out? Who was that with? Was that with a rap group? Was it? Wow,
you're a clairvoyant. I was just about to say. An international clairvoyant. Okay. I see you have you wear a lot of hats, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Yes, actually, the first, my penmanship started because I was singing in church from 7 to 14, 15. At about 15, I started running the streets and doing my kind of knucklehead searching, trying to figure out who I am thing.
Oh, yeah.
And my cousins had the rap group.
Oh, right, okay.
So I was inspired by a cousin them, and I started writing little raps here and there with one of my friends. And they came home for Thanksgiving one year, let them hear some of my raps. They liked it. And I ended up starting to write singing songs over rap beats.
Oh, right, okay.
So my first inspiration for songwriting really came from seeing life and the things that I've been through and seeing other people's life, third person perspective. It wasn't really love songs. It was more, there's so many issues going on in this world. I'm going to sing about what we rapped about. And our rap group, The Lost Souls, was kind of like style wise, like a Tupac type vibe to it, because Pac could do Brenda's Had a Baby. He could do Hit 'Em Up. He could do a song about his mother. It was so many dynamics, so many emotions he was tapping into, and that was the dynamic and the subject matter of our rap group. So that's kind of how I started writing songs. And then as I progressed and I started performing in New York City as a rapper, singing hooks to our rap songs, that's what kind of thrust me back into singing full time.
Ah, right, okay. And it's funny because there's someone else that I think he came from a similar background. And the reason I say this is because I got records by this independent hip hop group. I cannot remember their name. Now there's a backing vocalist on there who does a few tracks with them. And it's someone you later worked with.
Wow.
Raheem Devon.
Oh, right, yeah.
He was on some, I think they might have been with Raucous or one of them independent labels. I can't remember I've got the 12. I've got a few 12s and an album
Wow,
somewhere.
back Ruckus Records days. Come
I
on,
need to pull
man.
that out. Yeah, I did some promotions with them back in the day because I used to run a monthly hip hop night in the UK, and I used to bring acts over, and we had loads of people off that label. It was great. Yeah.
I think because, you know, even at that time, you know, rap music was like soul music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, it wasn't all auto-tune and
transition. Yeah,
yeah.
You know, so that, I mean, me singing the hooks.
Great.
I started writing full songs over rap beats, and then my rap group allowed me to sing one of my full songs during our rap set, and people started being like, "Yo, man, you know, you sound good." And at first I was like, "Nah, you know, I just write the hooks. You know, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm in the group." And time again, it was like, "Nah, man, you have a voice." So I just kept penning, and slowly but surely, the singing started taking prevalence over the rap. And my group came to me and was like, "You know what? We're gonna disband, and we're gonna back you singing." I'm like,
"Wow!"
Nah, I came into this inspired by y'all. I know we're struggling, but let's keep moving. I'm down like a dirty dog. Let's go. Like, nope. Once again, the gift. You have a gift.
You realized it. Other people realized it before you did. By sound
my cousins. They were my first cousins.
Wow. And
they literally kind of gave up their dream to push me.
Yeah.
So when it comes to things that, like, when people say, like, you know, why do you sing like with so much passion? Like, there's a gambit of components, but that's one of them.
Yeah.
Who takes the back seat on their dream to see somebody else win? That's almost unheard of.
It is.
Family.
It is unheard of. Yeah.
So how dare I not exceed expectation every single time I have the opportunity? How dare I have an obligation?
You got to go with it.
Because what the things that I've been blessed to have happen to me to allow me to be who I am is almost unheard of.
Yeah, it is. And this is what makes this a great interview, because we're getting to hear about it now.
Wow.
You know,
and it's an honor to say it. Like, it's crazy because Quincy Jones, he was doing like an interview with a couple other cats, and he was talking about artists' egos.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Y'all don't like that." We talking about Quincy, cat that was Frank Sinatra's musical director.
Yeah.
And that's not alone all the other stuff he did, including Secret Garden.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for him to be like, you know what? It's cool. Nobody wants you to know their real origin story.
Yeah.
They just want you to think you know what I mean? Like, so just like right now, some people wouldn't want to know, like, oh, this person helped me or that person. No, that's what makes me who I am.
Yeah.
Showing that it took some individuals being unselfish of themselves.
That's amazing.
To allow me to shine.
No, that is really good, and it's good that you've given them a recognition they deserve to. You know,
every day.
Like they're like, "Oi, you need to sing."
And I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. I mean,
yeah.
I want to do. I'm down for the team.
There we are.
You still be down for the team. Just this is the way you're gonna be down for the team now.
There we go.
And it's been on ever since.
Wow. So, you know, the first time I heard about you, you've probably done a bit of stuff before I heard about you, but someone said to me, "You got to check this out." In fact, I think it might have been my wife. Yeah, I think it was. She said, "You got to check this out. This guy here is covering a James Brown song." And immediately in my head, I think, you don't do that. You don't do James Brown. You don't do Michael Jackson. I thought, let's give this.
Stop playing, man.
Let's give this a listen. I thought, let's give this a listen. So I think, let's be open-minded. I press play, and I'm like, wow. I'm saying to Gina, this is really something. You know, this is really, really good, because not only did you nail it, you made it your own.
Wow.
So, and that I like when someone makes something their own, you know?
And this coming, like I said, I respect everybody's, I respect people's opinion, whether they want to say what you said or not.
Yeah, yeah.
But for someone that is a professional in our industry, someone that is a historian like you, that takes pride in knowing, being a part of, enjoying, and putting the music into his spirit and soul, to say, it's like the dean of schools being like, yo, you got a good grade.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you did was almost, because that's almost impossible.
Yeah, it is. And this is why I say at the beginning, you should be a household name, because you managed to do something like that, you know.
And just to add credibility to it, it was done in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, right.
At Al Green's original studio.
Right.
With Al Green's original High Records band. These are the dudes that produced Love and Happiness, Let's Stay Together.
Wow.
On Al Green's mic, his own personal mic, which is mic number 9, they call it.
No way.
With the grandson of son, Willie Mitchell, Boo Mitchell, which was
Willie Mitchell,
Willie Mitchell, which produced Al. So not only did I accomplish something almost impossible, and thank you, I appreciate for letting me know that I did do credence to it and pay homage to that brother, to the Godfather.
Yeah.
You know, but to have brothers that have been playing instruments long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
Say the same thing you said. Like, yo, man, James would be proud.
Yeah, you would.
What? I mean, that was an emotional time, man. Just being in there and like,
yeah, I bet.
Learning from being that the vibe in the room and the way they record, it was amazing, man. So, and I knew prior to that, I had been through so much adversity in this industry. No one wanted to give me a deal. They don't know me. They were saying my voice is, the voice is too rustic, too rough.
We like that. We like that.
What are you talking about?
Did anyone tell David Ruffin he had a husky? Yeah, you know.
Anybody tell Teddy Pendergrass that?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm dumbfounded. Like, what do you mean? Well, we don't really know. We don't really know where to fit you. Well, isn't that what a label supposed to do? A&R, artists and repertoire. Like, what? So I said, okay, I have to do things that can either destroy my career or finally let people say, wait a minute, like what you just said.
Yeah.
This guy, I just seen this guy do a rendition of A Man's World. What? Like at first you want to be like, yeah, right. And then like you said, let me be let me be fair.
Yeah, be fair. Yeah, that's it.
Even though we
always do that.
Even though you just said you just seen somebody dunk from the foul line like Michael Jordan. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's, I knew I was tired of like being unheard for no reason. So I said, let me do something that's going to make sure that people start to understand who I am. And that was
a great start. That's a great one. I mean, when I heard it, I thought not only was your voice amazing, the production was great as well. I was thinking, this is a live band here. This is not someone, you know, with a computer, you know, knocking away on an MPC and, you know.
Horn section, 7-piece horn section.
Yeah, there we are. I could hear that.
Upright bass string. It was crazy.
It was great. It is great. It's still up and it's getting so many hits. Man. And
I mean, even I just recently found out that on TikTok, you know, it's going crazy right now. They're doing like a Man's World Challenge. Just the people that have been, you know, just taking that first. This is a man's world. They're putting it on it. It's been amazing. I love it. Please keep making those videos. I need to go as viral as possible.
Definitely. It's like everything's changed now, and they want to see these like little short clips on social media because people's attention span is quite short, especially young people. For instance, my daughter, I got a daughter, she's 19, and when she doesn't collect physical music like me, she's on a streaming service, and her and lots of her friends, and I've seen them do this, they play a song for less than a minute, then they move to the next song. They don't even listen to the whole song. And I'm like, what? And I've seen others. I've seen other people do that, like in the young crowd. So you got to like get their attention like that and try and keep them.
Wow.
You know? And when she
what,
likes something, she puts it on repeat. When she,
I was just about to say. That's why with the young generation, and I've always worked hard to, and you can see interviews of me 10 years ago, and me saying what I'm about to say now, that I knew that I would help to be the bridge and bridge that gap between the young and energetic and the seasoned veteran that has the wisdom.
Yes.
And let them know how important each other are. But see, like you just said with the youth, they need stimulation and excitement.
Yes.
And I think for a minute, soul music has, and the people that have been coming out, it really wasn't, there was nothing like to grab onto to make you be like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
I performed at colleges. And you talk about 7, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And I would come out singing A Man's World or A Change Gonna Come. And you could tell that some of them have never had goosebumps before. They've never felt that feeling in their gut. The hair stand up on the back. So it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
So that's what I look forward to bringing to the R&B and soul music table again, to make them want to listen to the full song.
That's what we need.
To allow them to be so intoxicated by the feeling that before they know it, the song's over. And it's like, yo, play that again. So not only the songs I'm putting out, but especially when I perform live, the captivating connection.
Right,
is what I bring to the table. That love intensity, that passion.
That
I saw in the 60s and 70s when those artists came out. Just like the OJs or anybody.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing.
There was like superheroes coming out on stage.
They were, they really were. Just it's crazy.
You wonder why women passing out and throwing pennies on stage and just smitten, just crazy. It's because they weren't just trying to be smooth and nah, man, they was going all out.
They were all out. They were all out. Yeah.
And I think some of these artists now, they think they too cool. Like,
they don't practice. A lot of them don't practice. These guys practice for hours and hours and hours and hours daily.
What did I say about being a master?
There you go. Yeah.
You could only fight the way you train.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's why they made and hit notes and choreography and did things that you would be like, what? It's almost not even humanly possible. That's why you want to go see it. Like, that's what I'm bringing to the table. Or bring it back to the table.
Yeah, that's it. Now, we need to help you do that. So, there we go. Us DJs are responsible for helping artists like yourself to do that. So we got a lot to answer for as well, because I'm having a little go at mainstream stations, but a lot of the time when I do listen, I do give it a listen now and then. They say, this is the next big thing. You hear it and you think, that? And everyone believes it. But
that's because repetition. You could say the wrong thing every day, and sooner or later they're gonna believe it's right. That's number one.
Yeah, you're right there.
And it's the machine. I really feel like for a while they didn't want R&B and specifically soul music to be at the top, because soul music creates higher vibration.
Yeah.
Soul music makes people want to love.
It's from the soul.
They
exactly.
come together.
Yeah, that's right.
And we know music is, controlled by the controllers. So
yes, it is, and for various reasons,
So now it's our job to set that soul music free again and let it run rampant on all of these so-called top tier other markets. You know what I mean? There's no top tier. There is no other bigger market than soul, because without that, there will be no other music. They're all derivatives.
Exactly. I mean, funk came from soul, didn't it?
everything.
Yeah, everything. And soul came from the church, from gospel music, and then you got jazz coming off of that too, and then you got the blues.
Man. And what did that do? It spoke to the soul. It enhanced the vibe. It enlightened the spirit.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and take that out. You know, use something repetitious that'll keep them going crazy. Then we'll use some nice hooks to keep that in their brain and make the beat nice. But there's no soul to it.
No.
It's dead. It's literally dead.
But
it zombies you out. And like I said, I'm not here to stop anybody else from doing what they do. I'm just here to give them what's been missing.
There we are.
And let people make a choice when they really have the real music to listen to and vibe off of and feel.
Yes. So what have you got coming next then? Have you got an album coming out soon?
Yeah, a bunch of things. Well, currently Secret Garden is still like running up the charts. I mean, I think every day just YouTube alone is taking on like 20 to 30,000 views a day. This has been for like the past 2 years.
You're on about 6 million at last time I looked, I think. It was ridiculous.
Yes, sir. The comments, I mean, people every day are like, why did I not know about this? I'm like, yo, this song been out for almost 2 years.
Crazy, isn't it?
So it's once again, it's a retestament to they've almost been hot. It's almost like, wait a minute. Soul music? I remember that. Yeah.
That's it. You took a classic song. You took a classic song, took some great artists, and you all got together, and the formula works.
Well, you know, that was off of the idea for James Brown's Man's World, you know, and with still having adversity after I did that record, trying to go to labels and get situations, I said, once again, let me do something impossible.
And you did it.
And Secret Garden was another one of those records that the first 6-7 months, it was like a real emotional time because people that were diehard lovers of that record were like, yo, man, I don't even want to hear your version.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, that's Secret Garden. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean? And then once people started like putting their guard down and giving it an honest listen, it was like, wait a minute. And then once we started doing interviews, and I told people, I'm never trying to upstage a legend, ever.
No, you can't.
I'm paying homage. I'm invoking the spirit of the record, and I'm giving my own interpretation.
So people that haven't heard this record before that are now watching this interview and now are going to go and look at it. So who's on there? There's yourself, there's Cisco, who else?
Yes, it's Cisco. It's Raheem Devon.
Yep.
And the big homie Sean Stockman from Boyz II Men.
Of course, yeah. There we are. See, you said it. I want people to hear you say that from your own mouth, and they know they got to go and look at that now.
Oh man, you're going to be not only pleasantly surprised, but you got to listen to the song at least 3 or 4 times to absorb it, and then you can watch the video and get the visual of it.
There we are.
And you know that we're once again we're paying homage to the greats, letting people know, letting the new generation, introducing them to the vibe and the energy of this record and to what soul and R&B can do for your life.
There we are. It's all there in a package. It's brilliant. I'm looking forward to the next thing. The next thing you got. What is the next?
Oh, so the next thing is I currently have been in the process for the last year creating an album full of renditions of, I would say, 7 to 8 of the most accredited, legendary soul voices on the planet.
Amazing.
Songs that individuals can't even sing because they can't do it. Like, who do you know that sings David Ruffin?
Nobody.
Who do you know that sings Teddy Pendergrass?
No one at all.
Okay, I mean, I've done a rendition album. It's called Omar Wilson Sings the Classics.
Right.
Secret Garden was the first single off of that album. Right. The second single is Bobby Womack's. I did a rendition of Bobby Womack's If You Think You're Lonely, which is going crazy right now as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to be shooting a video for that soon. But before that, my third single is Teddy Pendergrass, Turn Off the Lights. So we're shooting a video for that right now. It's going to be real steamy for the ladies. It's gonna be real edgy and you know what I mean, rock star like. You know what I mean? So ladies, get ready. But that album be dropping soon. I really feel like it is going to be a critically acclaimed, Grammy award-winning album because it is something that they say, nothing's new under the sun, but this album is. Right, no one has ever taken an album. So this new album, Omar Wilson Sings the Classics, is a culmination of me doing renditions of some of the most legendary voices ever. Like I said, Teddy Pendergrass, Donny Hathaway, David Ruffin.
Donny Hathaway. Whew,
oh man, come on. Stop. Yeah. What? A song for you? I love you more than you'll ever know.
Oh yeah. Wow.
It's a Teddy Pendergrass. I said Donnie, Sam Cooke.
Wow.
Marvin Gaye.
They're all there.
James Brown. Eddie Levert.
Ugh, yeah.
I mean, so it and shout out to my label BSC Recordings, my big homie Lou Humphreys. He's the owner of the label.
Oh, right, okay. Big shouts to Lou, yeah.
Yeah, man, because he was very instrumental in, like, I was a little jaded after doing the James Brown's of Man's World and the labels, like doing the different labels. I mean, high execs being like, nah. I'm like, what?
What do they know? Look at the amount of views you've had. They don't know nothing.
I mean,
the views talk.
They're the big guys in Atlantic, the big guys in Universal. I mean, these are supposed to know something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But at that time, you know, R&B was being shunned.
Yeah.
So Lou's like, you know what? Oh, you have a voice no one has.
That's right.
And let's do an album full of records that not only the people want to hear, but no one can execute. No one can sing it. Singing it is one thing, having a voice. Executing it is another thing. Being able to even project the feeling that they put out there back then. So, you know, and I kind of was like, nah, man, let's go stick to the originals. And you know what I mean? I tried that. And you know, time and time again, he kept pushing me like, this is what's going to define everything because no one can do it. And as I did the research, I'm like, okay, Teddy Pendergrass typing this. Damn, nobody?
Nah, no one's brave enough.
Nope. No. That's basically what Big Homie said.
It is,
It's like pulling Excalibur from the stone, man.
Because, you know, people think, right, I'm going to attempt this, but if I don't quite get it, I'm going to get shot down. It's like someone saying, right, you got to hear this cover version of Loving You or Come Inside, you know, by Minnie Riperton. And everyone's waiting for the high note. If that high note don't happen, it don't matter how well they sing it.
It don't matter.
Like it. It's like
because you didn't invoke the energy.
Yeah, that's it.
So with me, I had still been learning I'm always constantly learning about music. But Big Homie Lou is a historian. So in my mind, it wasn't impossible because like he was like, well, can you sing this song? And I would start singing it. He's like, you can sing that? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, but you don't understand. You're so it's like a kid that don't know his strength. You don't understand how impossible this is. And you can just do it. We have to do it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
And then the more I did the record, every record I did, and it attached itself to me because it's almost like the records chose me as well as I chose them.
Yeah.
Then I understood the importance. Every song, I mean, I always understood the importance of what God put me here to be and do. But now I understood the importance of the reinvigoration and the respect and the relationship that the youth need to have with this music.
Yeah.
They need this. They need this just for their own psyche and vibe. They don't even know they need it, but they do.
They do.
And it seems like the only person that can give it to them is me.
There we go.
So once again, God gave me the gift.
That's it.
It's my job to do what he's asking me to do. And what bigger honor to say that since David Ruffin, since I'm the next, since them, there's been nobody in between.
No, it's
And they're saying, and like I said, professionals like yourself are saying, okay, it's like you hear a man's world. You heard a man's world. Every single song on that album sounds as complete sonically and powerful as that song.
Yeah,
it's a whole album working that vibe.
It's solid,
and that's why I know it's going to be legendary.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. That's the way to go. That's how to do it.
So yeah, Omar Wilson sings the classics.
Yeah.
The next single is "Turn Off the Lights" by Teddy Pendergrass. We're about to get a little nasty for the ladies.
Love that.
You know,
we'll keep it clean. You know, I'm British.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably be in the shower or the bathtub, so you know that'll be clean enough.
There we are then. Yeah.
But probably after that the album will drop, and that's the thing that we're gonna rock the whole year out with. Omar Wilson sings the classics. Look forward to it really doing what I think nothing has done for soul and R&B music in a long time.
That's what's missing. That's what's missing. That's really good, and it may encourage more people to do what you're doing as well. That's the whole point, man. The whole point is to help people understand how much how important they are. And I think for a long time it was discouraging to be like, yo, I sing R&B. Oh, word? Oh, you ain't making no money. What? That's Urban AC. They don't make no bread over there. Yeah. You gotta go to pop or rap, baby. That's where the money's at. Yeah, but
it was like, okay, you really gonna try to lower the value of the music that created all musics? How dare y'all?
Nah, that's it.
And if nobody has the chest or the cojones to say it, Omar Wilson, the Black Sinatra does.
There we are. So, do you prefer recording or singing live? What's your preference? You know, getting up and performing on a stage, or getting in a studio, getting in the zone and recording something? What's your preference?
I do love both because they both have their own attributes. You know, recording, the intimate vibe of recording and creating and refining. But there is nothing like the energy you get from reaction of a crowd or people or interaction and vibe at the time. It's always brand new. There's always a different vibe. There's always a new emotion. It's never the same. That's why, like, people are like, how are you singing the songs over and over again? You don't get tired? No. Because every day is new.
And every set of ears is new. Yeah. And you know,
it's like a fight. I'm fighting a different opponent every day, so of course it's a new fight.
That's it. And like you're saying, introducing your music to a younger crowd, to them, this song is a brand new song to them that they haven't heard before, because you managed to bridge the gap, you know?
And to them, I'm David Ruffin. Yeah. To them, I'm Teddy Pendergrass. Yeah. To them, I'm James Brown. Yeah. And then they do the research and be like, well, who was that? Well, that's the legend. That's
and then they get caught up in that too, which is good. This is a bonus.
And then once again, me paying homage shows them it's okay.
You can do it too.
You could be the man or you could be the woman and say somebody else. You could be the king and say, no, that's a king too. This brother right here is a king too. Yeah. That don't make you less than a king.
No, that's right.
But you know, emotion and the way the world is and all this crap it got people thinking like, you know, I can't let people know that you're human. Yeah. So I call it the Clark Kent Superman theory. Like, Superman was Clark Kent, Clark Kent was Superman. But in order for everybody to understand him, he wanted everybody to know he's just like them. No, I'm no different. But you can also be great if you believe.
Yeah, you just plug in your superpowers and you jump on stage and you do your thing.
That's it, man. Yeah. That's it. And my power comes from the people.
Yeah, you feed off them, don't you? You get the energy. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what charges you up, man.
You can't beat being up on stage. It's great.
Man, it's everything. So yes, I do like both, but ain't nothing like live.
No, where's the best moment you've had on stage, would you say?
Man.
Favorite performance?
Moment I've had on stage? Been so many.
Wow. You done the Apollo?
Yeah, I'm dead again. Once again, the clairvoyant stuff, man. Like before I could even say, I'm thinking maybe the Apollo. You might be psychic, man.
I read something. I cheated. I read something on that. I wanted to just, throw that in there. I was just
man. But yeah, that I would say the Apollo was like graduating magna cum laude from Ivy League college.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not only to be on the stage and get the tutelage from the people and feel the environment and be a part of that history, but to rub that stump to win.
Yeah.
And to know that everybody from James Brown to Michael Jackson was there.
All been there.
And everybody in between, in the heart of Harlem where, you know what I mean, soul music and R&B reigns supreme.
There we are.
I will say that. And like you said, we got The Voice, we got all these other shows where you sing to become someone. That all came from the Apollo.
Amazing.
So, yeah, I'll say that. I would say that. I would say I am a proud alumni and graduate of the Apollo Theater.
That's amazing. That's the hardest crowd to entertain as well
on the planet.
Yeah, on the planet. You're right.
But they love you though. See,
once you do
it's
the
like
right
Navy
thing.
SEAL training. It's like, you know what I mean? They're gonna make you might not make it through, but if you do, yeah.
Yeah.
And even if you don't, we salute you for trying.
That's it. So I bet you haven't been asked this before. Where's the total wackest place you played? Like terrible. Have you had any gigs like that?
Man, I've done everything. Bar mitzvahs. I remember one time I did a show. It was a showcase though, and I was performing on like it had to be like a 2x4. It was literally like
oh no.
And the mic was like a Fisher Price mic, like the little Fisher Price toy. It was so taut. It was just plugged into the console. It was like probably about 3.5 feet. And I remember I kept pulling it out.
Oh,
you know
no.
I mean? Come on, man. You
brilliant.
name it. I think I've experienced this. Yes, I've been through the gauntlet, my brother.
You've worked hard. You've done the work. You put the work in there.
All of it.
Oh, man. So the next thing I was going to ask was, who would you like to, if you could pick anyone in this world to collaborate with on a song, who would that be?
Like alive or
let's include alive and dead.
Okay, I'll do both.
Yeah, okay. You can do both. You get a stab at both.
I mean, Bob Marley and Tupac. That was. Yeah. You know what I mean? That just because I get one and one, and then of course, it's so many. David Ruff, all the people that I hold dear. As far as here now, I would love to do a record with Lauryn Hill. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, she's back out again.
Mary J, of course. This is pretty phenomenal artists out there. Yes, definitely. Yeah,
still holding it strong.
Holding the crown, baby.
Yeah.
Holding the crown.
Oh, that's good, man.
And I love the ladies, you know what I mean? So ain't nothing like doing the song with a beautiful woman.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done. I know about that too. My wife sings, so.
Oh, okay.
We do music together.
You one of the blessed ones. You one of the blessed ones.
I'm very blessed, and she sends her regards. By the way, she was telling me.
Man.
I'm going to enjoy this interview, and I am enjoying this interview.
And she and initially, the first thing she said, she was like, "Yo, you know what? We got to get you out there. My husband got to meet you. We need you on the other side of the globe." I said, "Yeah." And you know what? There's nothing like somebody being honoring their words. So shout out to her, salute to that queen for her doing what she said she would do. Because a lot of people say things and don't do things.
I'd rather keep quiet if I think it's something I can't deliver. So I always I'm ready to go. When I say something, I intend to do it. Even if it doesn't happen, I intend to have a go at doing it,
I thank you for that.
You got a good team. I mean, you got great publicists on your sides, and you got a good label.
Matter of fact, shout out to my team, my label right now, and all the work that they do for me behind the scenes, man. I know I do drive them crazy sometimes, maybe all the time.
That's all right, though. That's what you're there to do. That's what they work for,
You know what I mean? But I am blessed to have, you know, a bunch of individuals that go tooth and nail, that work hard to make sure that they put me in a position to win. And it's my job to exceed expectation and let them know how hard they work for me by me being the best that I can be and reaching the top of this music industry and being that household name this year. So
there we are.
Shout out to BSC Recordings and everybody that's a part of the label that makes Omar Wilson the superstar he is and will be.
I like that. That's really good.
That's everything. You know what I mean? Who are you without the people that rep you? You know what I'm saying?
That's it. You got fire on all cylinders, and then you've got a good team behind you. What can go wrong?
Nothing.
That's it. Nothing. Exactly. There we are. Nothing.
It's always went wrong. That's right.
We know what we're dealing with out there. I mean, we know that the music industry is completely changed now. It's completely changed. It's like streaming rules, and you know, it's hard to make money off just streams. It's very difficult because it's like you're getting something like 0.007 pennies per stream as long as they play it more than 30 seconds.
You gotta have what? You gotta have like 10 trillion streams to make $100. So you know,
it's shocking. I mean, you've got people putting CDs out again, and vinyl's just really so much vinyl's coming out now. It's ridiculous. But you're like, people are queuing for ages, you know, to get their vinyl out. The album gets recorded, you've got to wait 9 months because the pressing plants are overloaded. But there's a bit more of a markup with that, you know, there's a bit more of a markup. And then live gigs, people can't download your live gigs for free. They got to go and buy a ticket.
Right.
There's ways and means. You know, and I always think
we're gonna get it done one way or another.
We do. I mean, I always say to my listeners, please go to the artist's website. If they've got download facility or they've got physicals for sale, go and nab it. You know, go and you'll own it. You'll own it, and then they've got enough money for the next project because you got to think about recording, mastering, everything, all that sort of stuff, and rehearsing. It all costs money. Sessions,
clothes,
everything,
band, rehearsal, food, gas. I mean, you could just come on, man. Mental sanity.
Mayonnaise sandwiches? No, I'm joking.
Yeah. No protein.
No seasoning.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We are the seasoning.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
This has been a brilliant interview. Really brilliant. I've really enjoyed myself.
Thank you, sir. Well, you've made it that. Once again, like a live performance. This is a live performance.
Yeah, it is.
So when you give it the energy, you can get it, and it reciprocates each other.
Don't worry, I'm not going to start singing though.
I mean, you could. I don't mind. Believe me, I know you're probably better than a lot of people out there singing now. So,
man, I can't sing a thing. And my stage name, if I could sing, would be called Ike, and the surname would be my surname would be Can't Sing. Where's the auto-tune?
I got your back, my brother.
Brilliant. Well, it's been awesome speaking to you. Before I wrap this up, do you want to say any shouts out to anyone in particular? Or give some advice. Some advice would be good as well for new up-and-coming artists. Let's go with that one first.
Okay. So, advice.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. Adversity is your friend. Self-love. Yes. Expect no one to understand unless you make them. And you make them by continuously putting in the hard work and being diligent. Expect no one to understand. And if you find someone that does, cherish them. Nothing can stop you but you. That's it. You can only fight the way you train. If you train to be great and you endure the time it takes, you will be who you thought you were in your head. You
got to be a commando. That's it.
Thank you.
Just like the game.
That's it. That's it. Either you set the precedent for yourself in this life, or you let life set the precedent, and you'll never be happy with what life gives you if you don't go get it.
That's it.
You know? And also, just social media wise, my website, OmarWilson.com. That's OWILSON.com. Instagram and Twitter is Omar. Instagram and Facebook are Omar Wilson. No, wait a minute. I messed that up.
That's all right. Rewind.
Yeah, rewind. Facebook and Twitter are Omar Wilson. Instagram is Omar Wilson 1, like the number 1.
Oh yeah,
And then I also just became a part of the TikTok community, so that will be Omar Wilson Black Sinatra.
Love it.
All one word. So yeah, man, please stay in contact with me. Please keep reposting, retweeting my singles. It's a Man's World, Secret Garden. Look for the new single, Turn Off the Lights dropping.
Oh yeah,
I still have
that.
If you think you're lonely, bumping, that record's doing crazy. And just things are going amazing, man. I look forward to being out there with you real soon, rocking them crowds and spreading love with the people.
Sounds amazing. Let's just keep believing and make this thing happen.
Oh man, that's the easy part. I just need to get out there and get on them stages so I can show them what I'm made of.
There we are. And we look forward to it too.
Thank you. Oh, and tell all the promoters all across everywhere, please book Omar Wilson. Trust and believe.
Book Omar Wilson. I'm saying it now, so people are watching this.
Yes.
Just get in touch.
And to book me, you could Lou at bscrecordings.com to book me, or check my big homie Joe Mason, and everything else will work itself out.
Wonderful. Oh, that's really good. Well, it's been lovely speaking to you.
Oh man, the pleasure's been mine, and please, man, get me over there as soon as you can, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. I can go to the airport right now if you need me to.
All right, okay. When's your plane coming in? We're waiting. You take care. God bless you, man.
Man, God bless you as well, man. Thank you for everything you're doing for R&B and soul. We need you.
We need you as well to make this work. So
thank you, my brother.
We're a team.
Blessings and a pleasure.
Take care. Fist bumps.
Yes, sir. Fist bumps across the world, baby.
Hey. Take care, bro. We'll catch you soon.
You're listening to Indie Soul Radio with DJ Prone, spinning the best independent soul school tunes. It's Indie Soul Radio. Let us put you in the mix.